Wow, look at that. 2 hours and 14 minutes and 11% battery power left. And there is no heating warning sign. Let me feel the back here. It's warm, but not super warm. So, yeah, 2 hours and 14 minutes. Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sitsuki, your host. Today I'll be showing you how to mod your Sony a5000, as well as applying also to the Sony a6000 or a6300. They will all work. But for now, I'm going to use the a5000 as the model, and I would actually recommend doing it on a5000 because this camera is going so cheap now, and it's probably the best APS-C camera for recording videos out there. Okay, don't take my word for it. I'm going to show you right now why this is the case. Of course, because the sensor itself is huge, right? It's an APS-C sensor, so it's like one of those like Sony VG10, VG20 or 30 that came out, and it costs like thousands of dollars. This one, you can get a Sony a5000 for a couple $100. Put a nice lens on it, and there we go. You have a Sony video camera. Now, how do you convert into a video camera? Obviously, you have to make sure that it's able to record more than 30 minutes, because most of this DSLR camera or mirrorless camera can only record 30 minutes. So today I'm going to show you how to change that. There's a special mod just right after this video, an add-on. I'm going to show you the steps up by step how to do it. Okay, so it goes from 30 minutes all the way to 13 hours. Now, of course, the limitation is due to the battery. One battery will last you about 2.5 hours of recording, continuous recording time. So that's awesome, right? So, just make sure if you want to continuously record, you might want to have a break, maybe every hour, every 2 hours or so, and then replace a new battery in there, and then you can continue on to record that. Okay, I'm pretty sure if you're recording concerts, it's got to be intermission in between, right? It can't be like 2.5 hours long. If it is, then you might have to get a camera that will record continuously for 10 hours, whatever. But you can still, like I said, you can still do with this camera. You might want to add on an external power supply to it so that it will continue on to record for more than, let's say, if you want it up to 13 hours, you could do that. Okay, but just on a single battery, 2.5 hours. Let me show you right now how to go about modding it. Okay, so we're gonna unlock the recording limits, the 30 minutes recording limits for the Sony a5000. What you need is the USB cable, the camera, and of course the computer to link them together. And you need to open up the Internet Explorer and go to the following website. You can check this out. I'll provide the link below. It's called sony-pmca.appspot.com/apps. Okay, I'll provide the link below, and you'll come to this website web page, and then you click on the apps, and that's what you get here. Okay, we'll talk about that later, but let's do the first step. The first step is to turn on your Sony a5000. Go to the menu. Let's click on the menu button right here. Alright, so you can focus it, yeah. And then go to setup. And in the sub-menu, the second one, you should go to USB connection. Click on that and choose the MTP. There we go. And now your USB connection is under MTP. I'm not sure what it stands for. Some media, some transfer, I think it's media transfer protocol. I think that stands for MTP. But that's what you want. Okay. Once you have that set up, you can now turn off your camera, and we're ready to hook up to into your computer. So look for the port on your Sony camera. There it is on the top one. You want to connect the micro USB to that, and then connect this to your USB. Let me show you here. Your computer, like that. Okay, and then you can turn it on. Okay, And then what you want to do is in your software, go to, okay, so in your website, I mean, you want to go to that link that I should provide you below, then click on apps, and then click on open memory tweak. By the way, thanks to this user, the creator of this tweak for this app, may modify in the 30 minutes limit, MA1CO, Mac1Co, I think that's the username, the person who actually created this. Amazing stuff, I have to say. Okay, so click on that, and you will come across USB communication, and you want to install the PMA download plugin. So you want to click on that. Okay, click, and then install it. Once you do that, then you go to, okay, once you do that, I already did it on my system, so you click on that, download that, and open it up and run it. And once you do that and close your browser and open it up again, then you come back to this website and click on the install open memory tweak. And when you do that, it's now going to load up information about your camera. So if you click on get information, you're able to find information. Okay, and I click on install open memory tweak already into my, I just did. Now you can turn off your camera, okay, and then you can unplug it. Okay, so again, just to review, make sure you download the PMAC downloader plugin and install that. What happened is it will create an interface between your camera and the browser. So this allows the app to be transferred to your camera. And then once you do that, you can click on installing the open memory tweak, which is the app that will be transferred to your camera. Just that one step, and then it will automatically do that for you. Okay, so now let's turn your camera on and go to menu, go under application here and application list, and there it is, open memory tweak, and then click on that, and you can now go to, okay, disable video recording limit. So we're gonna disable that. Now we can record 13 hours and 1 minute. Now, as you can see from my attached video, that it's limited to 13 hours. However, because you only have one battery system, like, you know, one battery here, it can only, I tested it already, it can only record about 2.5 hours. Okay, which is almost 5 times more than its original, right? And I didn't come across any overheating issue. In fact, this is probably the best camera to record over 2 hours for the Sony camera series. Okay, even the a7 can't beat this a5000 because I tested out. It went over 2 hours, no problem. Of course, there was a the overheating warning, but it didn't stop recording at all. Now this is based on 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, pretty ambient temperature, room temperature. That's about right. Okay, so it's able to do that, which is amazing. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. And then you can start recording. And like I said, I tested out 2.5 hours. It could have gone longer because of the battery. If I attach external battery, like on the battery that connect to the AC power, I'm sure it will continue on to record for over 2-3 more hours. But the thing is, of course, I haven't tested the overheating issue. Okay, so for sure it can record 2.5 hours even with the overheating light on after, like, I think it turns on after almost 2 hours, like an hour and 45 minutes I start seeing that overheating light. but then, you know, after close to 2.5 hours, it's still working. So either way, it works pretty well. So now this digital camera becomes digital video camera, a true digital camera, because it records over 2 hours. Awesome mod. Thanks for watching EducateTube.com. Wow, look at that. 2 hours and 14 minutes and 11% battery power left. And there is no heating warning sign. Let me feel the back here. It's warm, but not super warm. So yeah, 2 hours and 14 minutes, 11%, and still have 5 hours and 46 minutes left for the SD card. I use I believe is a 64 gig SD card. It's one of the fast SD card. But yeah, amazing. Over 2 hours already. We'll see. I'll see if this battery will continue on until at least 2.5 hours. If it does, and without any overheat warning sign, this is amazing camera.